watching the Baltimore Ravens Rundown. I am your host, Joey Petersen. On today's show, we're going to take a look back at last night and give you 5 winners and 3 losers from preseason week 1 against the Indianapolis Colts. Of course, I'm talking about the 24-16 victory. And I do want to give a little bit of a disclaimer, right? If someone's a loser on this list, it's not because I hate them. It's not because I think they suck. It's just after last night's game, their stock might be a little bit more down than it was prior. For that, though, we still are in the midst of our training camp sub-battle with Steelers Talk, and we are oh so close to passing them. 777 subs to 780 subscribers. If you hate the Steelers, if you love the Ravens, right now is the perfect time. Hit that subscribe button. Get daily coverage 100% free right here on the Baltimore Ravens Rundown. 24-16 was the final, and there was some good. I'm going to tell you the good, but there was also some bad, as there usually is when it comes to preseason football. Let's start with the positives, though. Okay, we're going to give you our 5 winners first. That is starting, of course, with LaJohntay Wester, one of the guys who stole the show, one of the guys who made this game exciting to watch. 2 catches, 41 yards, 30 yards is his longest that catch. He showed great concentration, great body control, made the grab, right? But I'm talking about that punt return. Fielded it around the 13-yard line, took it 87 yards all the way to the house. House call, as the kids are saying these days. And we knew this was something that he was going to be able to do, right? We knew that coming into the National Football League, you spent your 6th-round pick on a guy who's 5'9", 163 pounds, right? He's not a big guy by any means. That was one of my least favorite things about him coming into the National Football League. But boy, can he move. Boy, can he scoot. Boy, can he make people miss. He did it all night last night, and that punt return was my favorite play of the game. The guy who created my second favorite play of the game, Keaton Mitchell, he created a lot of my favorite plays of the games. He looked phenomenal, right? He looked really, really good. Was one of my biggest takeaways coming out of the 24-16 victory. This is a guy who flashed onto the scene when nobody really expected it his rookie season. Then he tears his ACL against Jacksonville, right? After averaging 8.4 yards a carry, which led the National Football League in 2023. Then 2024 rolls around, and everybody's kind of looking out for his development, looking out for his improvement, waiting for him to get back on the field. He finally gets back on the field, but it isn't what everybody expected, right? He didn't look that great. He looked like he was running scared a little bit. He didn't have that same speed, didn't have that same burst. Everybody kind of wondered, did he lose it? But I think tonight he proved against Indianapolis, look, I'm still the same guy. And now I look forward, and I think about this running back room with Derrick Henry, Justice Hill as the pass-catching option, the pass-catching back. And Keaton Mitchell, guys, that's a really, really, really good running back rotation right there. My third winner of tonight is Jalyn Armour-Davis, a guy who didn't play the full game, right? Only really played in that first half, but he made a lot of really, really good plays, okay? You saw him out there, couple of pass breakups, almost jumped an Anthony Richardson throw on the first drive of the game to get an interception. Like, he was making a ton of plays. He was making sure to celebrate after them, you know, with the seatbelt celebration. Love how Jair is bringing that to Baltimore. But he needed a good game. He's a massive winner from last night because I don't want to say he was a coin flip to make the 53-man rotation, but it wasn't a guarantee, you know? It wasn't like 100% he's going to make that 53-man roster when roster cutdown day comes in about 3.5, 4 weeks. And so he needed to have a good night, and guess what, guys? He did. I've given you 3 so far. I'm about to give you 2 more. Name a winner for me for preseason week 1 against the Colts. Can be somebody I said, can be somebody totally different. You let me know yours. Number 4, the return game. And I was going to put special teams, but a Tyler Loop missed kick took special teams off the board. The return game was phenomenal. We already talked about LaJohntay Wester's awesome return, but how about Rasheen Ali also taking a kick return all the way back to like almost the 30-yard line on the other side. That was a 20-yard line on the other side. It was fine as a running back, right? 9 carries, 37 yards, did score a touchdown. 19 yards was his longest. But I was really impressed what he was able to do as a kick returner, him and Wester together, guys. And if this is something that this team can get really, really, really good at, then they can make this an everyday and every game part of this season. If you're having wins in the kick return game, that's an easy way to beat almost every single person that you play. Last up on my winners. Let's be real. There could have been a lot of people that made this list, but these are my 5. Jay Higgins, the undrafted free agent out of Iowa. The undrafted linebackers, him and Chandler Martin were making a ton of plays, but Higgins came down with an interception, so I had to give him the nod over Martin. Not only that, made a lot of really good tackles, some great quarterback pressures. I think he had another pass deflection as well. And the linebacker position is one that's 100% up for grabs. 100% for that last spot. I think they're going to take 4 linebackers. They're going to take Trenton Simpson, Roquan Smith, and Teddy Buchanan. But that 4th spot's up for grabs. You added in Jake Hummel as a free agent linebacker for the Los Angeles Rams. He doesn't do it for me. Not at all. And if Jay Higgins and Chandler Martin can keep playing the way they were, especially Jay Higgins, after having that interception and doing what he was able to do, rushing the passer, would not be surprised one bit if he makes that final roster. What should make your final roster is this hoodie. Chatsports.com/purple hoodie. You can get it today for just $34. Act now, because that deal will not last long. In fact, it used to be $27. It's gone up $7. I told you, closer it gets to winter, more expensive it's going to get. So don't waste any more time. Get it right now. How many times can you find an officially licensed Baltimore Ravens hoodie for less than $35? Well, with our friends over at chatsports.com/purple hoodie, you can. Made it super easy for you. I'll put that link in the comments. Also in the description of today's video. So hang out there right now. Devin Leary comes in as my first loser. And this is the second year in a row that Devin Leary has made a preseason losers video. He was awful. He was horrible. 3 for 12, 43 yards, 1 interception. I think the biggest thing for me with Leary is he showed 0 improvement from year 1 to year 2. What? He just looked bad. Didn't look like he had a grip on the game of football. Didn't look like he could ever serve as somebody's backup quarterback. He's not going to make the roster. He'd be lucky to make the practice squad. And 365 days later, I'm confident in saying Devin Leary is not that much better of a quarterback than he was. I don't know how you go a full year in the National Football League and don't really improve, but 25% completion percentage, 43 yards, 0 touchdowns, and a pick, that shows me you didn't really do much in last year. Tyler Loop is a loser. And I know he bounced back after a missed field goal with a make, which is always what I want him to do. But I think after going 7 for 7 on Sunday at M&T Bank Stadium and having another really good week and a really good joint practice, perfect, both of them, and missing the first kick you attempt in a game, be it is a preseason game, again, I still have confidence in Tyler Loop, maybe a little less marginally than I did going into it. But I think going out there missing your first kick after replacing a guy who missed a ton of kicks last year, I think that's got to land you on the losers list. Now, I know his dad watches the show, so Steven, don't worry. I have a feeling he's going to be able to bounce back. My last loser, pre-snap penalties. This was a problem. Lots of false starts, and I get it, right? Get what you're saying, Joey. It's a preseason game. Second stringers, third stringers, those are the guys that are in the game. And yeah, you're not wrong. But also, this has been a problem all of last season with the starters. This was a problem so far during training camp. And now in the preseason, guess what? It's a problem again. Okay? So this needs to get figured out. Because, as Bill Belichick said on the Manning cast last year, late in the year, the only team that can beat the Ravens is the Ravens. Either with turnovers or with penalties. Last year, we lost a lot of games because of penalties. A lot of games because of penalties. So far into the preseason, they're giving me nothing to believe that that won't be the case again in 2025. And again, I get the second stringers, third stringers, not the starters. I don't care. Stop with the false starts. Then a loser. I just gave you 3 from preseason week 1 against the Colts. Get down in the comment section below and give me a loser from last night's game against Indianapolis. That'll do it for today's show. Appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. Make sure you are subscribed. Also, make sure that you guys have those notifications on. If you missed our live stream, we were live for about 4 hours, 15 minutes last night. We had a blast. Hour of pregame. We were live for the entirety of the game. Don't miss it for the rest of the preseason, of course. we'll be back for the rest of the regular season as well. Make sure you don't miss it. Hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications.